I know we had some people in the chat that were asking. They was like, well, I hope wasn't nobody in that car. Well, believe it or not, I hate to report bad news, but it's bittersweet because yes, there was somebody in that car. Yes, the mother actually left those kids in that car. And the good thing about it is that they actually survived, which is really, really good. It's really, really lucky. But before we get to the details, let me give you a disclaimer about my content. Let's get it. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story from local12.com. So thank you very much for the article. Let me get this picture back up here so you guys can see this mother's face. This is actually an update. So the story actually happened a while ago, but this is an update. A group of quick-thinking strangers saved 3 children from a burning car while their mother was shoplifting from a nearby store. Let me say that again. She was shoplifting. So here's what you got to understand about shoplifting. First of all, you're shoplifting because your ass is broke, right? And you don't want to go out there and go earn what it is that you want or what you need. Number 2, if you want to blame it on and say that you're trying to provide for your kids, then maybe you should have thought after one kid that you couldn't provide for, let alone being able to provide for yourself properly, which I'm pretty sure that she knew she couldn't even provide for herself. Maybe you shouldn't have kept laying on your back producing kids because didn't nobody force you to have them damn kids, right? I hate to see people sit there and portray to be the victim. I was a mother, y'all. No, you're just a terrible person that makes terrible decisions all the way around, which also shows that you shouldn't be a parent. But y'all got to hear these stupid details. She was shoplifting and left her kids in the car, and the car just, I guess, spontaneously combusted, I guess. Police with the Oviedo Police Department responded to a call of a burning car in a shopping center parking lot on May 26th of 2023. So again, this is an update, so you guys can actually hear that she actually got sentenced, but this is when it started. When they arrived, multiple bystanders were already surrounding the vehicle alongside young children, so it's ended up being 3 children, who said that they had got pulled out of the burning car. When I pulled up, it was fully engulfed, said one witness who arrived after the children had already been rescued. It looked like they had been in the car because they had soot on their noses. The mother of the children, 26-year-old Alicia Moore, and I don't want nobody to feel sorry for her. If y'all feel sorry for her, then y'all in the wrong damn place. Exited a nearby Dillard's after police had already arrived and immediately dropped off all of her items once she saw her car fully engulfed in flames. Let's put a quotation in that part where it says her car. Quote unquote, her car. We'll come back to that. Authorities said loss prevention officer noticed Moore entered the store with another man and said the pair shoplifted various items for roughly an hour. Authorities did not say at what point during that hour the fire began. The children were taken to the hospital for burns, but survived without major injuries, so that's a great thing. We can pray for those children, glad they made it okay. The car was destroyed, though, in the fire, and authorities did not disclose how the fire started, which I would actually like to know how that started. Now, Moore was arrested on charges of child neglect and shoplifting. She pleaded guilty to aggravated child neglect and pled no contest to shoplifting in August, resulting in 2.5 years of prison time. Here's the part that they don't tell you in the news article. The car that these stupid MFers were driving in between her and her boyfriend, the car was stolen. The car was stolen. These people go above and beyond stupid, and there is no excuse. And on top of that, this is absolutely child neglect. Yes, that's just a slap on the wrist. I think for this and almost getting the kids killed and stealing the car, whoever stole the car, which they didn't even, you notice they didn't even mention that as a charge. I think that easily should have got her 15 years to life in prison for endangering her kids. Y'all let me know what you think. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and then we'll go from there. Shout out to the people. If this is your first time here, please hit that thumbs up. Much love to y'all. Let's get it. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. So maybe they're charging the man with the stolen car, but they didn't even bring that up in the charges. But y'all do me a favor and leave a comment in the comment section. Hit that thumbs up and let me know what you guys think. Here we go.
There was a car, I don't know, somehow is on fire outside in the parking lot at Dillard's, and there was 2 kids and a mom.
We now have the 911 calls from this car fire at the Oviedo Mall. A mother is accused of leaving her 2 young children inside while she was shoplifting. And on top of that, police say that car was stolen.
Yeah, you can see the video behind us. The fire starts inside the car, of course, and that inferno grows fast. It actually blows the windows out. And Fox 35's Connor Hansen joins us live from the mall today. So, Connor, you've been listening to all these 911 calls. What have you heard so far?
Well, John, all of those callers obviously very alarmed to see such a huge fire that close to the Dillards behind me. Luckily, somebody was able to get to those 2 kids before things got much worse. And now it's those children's mother who was inside the store at the time who's facing an arson charge. Now, the camera on a nearby car in this parking lot caught a close-up view of that sedan going up in flames. Police say a 2- and 4-year-old were left in the car for up to an hour while their mother went inside allegedly to shoplift. We're told one of the children was able to open one of the car doors, and that's when a good Samaritan saw them and got them out. The kids were okay but had minor burns. When the mother, Alicia Moore, went to the hospital with the 2 kids, police realized she had warrants for other crimes. Now she's also being charged with child neglect and arson.
She's being charged with the arson because she did leave the kids alone in the car with some sort of lighter matches. I don't know what it was that set the car on fire, but the children are her responsibilities.
Now the state fire marshal is still working to find out exactly what started that fire. Reporting live in Oviedo, Connor Hansen, Fox 35 News.
3 children were rushed to the hospital after this car fire on May 26th in the Dillard's parking lot on Oviedo Mall Boulevard. Investigators say 24-year-old Alicia Moore had parked her car, left the children inside, and went into Dillard's. The arrest report says while inside Dillard's, loss prevention observed Moore and another unknown male began to shoplift items. They were watched by security for approximately 1 hour. The report also says Moore began to leave the store and saw that her car was engulfed in flames. Police say she dropped the stolen merchandise prior to leaving the store. One child attempted to get out of the car. A shopper assisted in rescuing the children. One girl suffered.
And I just noticed something. Do y'all notice where she parked at? The audacity in this broad parked in handicapped parking. Do y'all see that? It's just she did everything wrong and everything illegal. Stole the car, parked in handicapped parking, left the kids in the car, went and stole inside of this store, this department store. Just everything you could possibly do wrong, she did it.
Children. One girl suffered several first-degree burns, specifically to her face and ears. Moore is charged with aggravated child neglect. Investigators say that Moore is also charged with arson since the car fire happened during the commission of a felony. She pled not guilty to both charges. In Oviedo, I'm Gail Pascal Brown, West 2 News.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top.
And I just don't believe you can be that level of dumb and be a parent. Like I say, I think people like this need a lot of time in prison. Giving them a slap on the wrist, they're not going to learn anything. You give them their kids back, all they're going to do is continue to keep ruining kids and teaching them the wrong way, which is going to multiply the problems that we have in the United States of America, if you think about it. So if she steals, boyfriend steals, everything that they do revolves around not following the law and not obeying authorities and stuff like that, then what do you expect the kids to become if that is their teacher? Now you're going to have another generation of people that might potentially pass that down to their kids too. And then the cycle continues and it multiplies. That's the type of thing that has to stop. No, she should never be a parent again. And I think that she needs quite a few years in prison, because I don't think that this is just something that you can get off on probation, do a couple years in prison, and you're going to learn your lesson. I just don't believe that. But thank goodness that these children survived. They barely survived. And just pray that they end up in the hands of somebody, some parent, some family members, or somebody that can raise them so that they can grow up and become something great. I can't talk. I'm getting tongue-tied. But again, she needs way more time in prison. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section, okay? Or you can tell me how much time you think she needs in prison. All right? Thank you.